大家好. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about transport. 你怎么去? How will you get there? The learning outcomes for this video are to recognize characters for types of transport, ask what transport someone will use, say what transport you are using to get somewhere. Let's look at the key vocab for this lesson. A couple of these you might know already. 去, to go. Don't forget the u sound. 去. 坐, to sit or to go by. 骑, to ride on. 怎么, how. I'd like to quickly point out a number of radicals in some of these new words. The first one that I'll look at is 坐. So the 坐 character has this base thing, and that's actually the character for ground or earth or dirt. And then we have these two 人, so it's like they're sitting on the earth, on the ground. So 坐 means to sit. At the start of the lesson, I say 请坐, please sit. The character 骑 means to ride. You might recognize on the side here we have a horse. So what do you do with a horse? You ride a horse. So this is the verb for to ride something. And the right-hand side, we get the sound from. And the final one, 怎么, which means how. You might recognize the m from the 什么, what. So 怎么 is another question word meaning how. 这是什么? 这是汽车. 汽车. Might recognize the water radical here. This character here means gas, and a 车 is a vehicle. You'll see lots of different types of 车 in this lesson. 汽车. 我坐汽车去. So we need to use a verb to go by car. So the verb in this case is 坐, to go by car. 坐汽车去. Another example that you might say, 我没有汽车. 这是什么? 这是火车. 火车. You might have guessed that one. So literally, it is a fire vehicle. So the old trains, they used to be powered by coal. There were fires that were burning coal. So that's where it gets the name fire vehicle. 火车. 我坐火车去. So again, we use the verb 坐 to go by train or to ride on a train. 坐火车. 这是什么? 这是公共汽车. 公共汽车. Now you might have recognized the 汽车 as the car, but a 公共 means public. So a public car is a bus. 公共汽车. 我坐公共汽车去学校. 这是什么? 这是自行车. 自行车. But when you ride a bike, you need to use the verb for to ride, which is 骑. So notice it down here. We have 我骑自行车去学校. So we don't use 坐 because we're not sitting, we're riding. 我骑自行车去学校. 这是什么? 这是摩托车. 摩托车. 你喜欢摩托车吗? 我骑摩托车去公园. The 摩托 pretty much comes from the sound of motor, like a motorbike. But 拖, you might have recognized that you've got the hand radical in here. This means to hold up. And 磨, you might see that there's some wood in here. We've got a factory here and a hand. This means to like make friction. But you might think that you have to hold on to the handlebars of the bike with two hands. 摩托车. 我骑摩托车去公园. Another example. 我不会骑摩托车. 这是什么? 这是电动车. 电动车. So this isn't just a normal scooter. As you can see, the far left one we have 电, which is electricity. So this isn't an electric scooter. So, 在中国有很多人骑电动车. In China, there's a lot of people that ride 电动车. Here's a wee picture of them. So many, 很多人. 这是什么? 这是出租车. 出租车. So the character here, 租 means to rent, and 出 means to go out. So it's going out and renting a taxi. 出租车. 我不坐出租车去学校. 这是什么? 不是车. 这是飞机. 飞机. Literally, this character is flying. 飞机 is machine. So flying machine is our plane. 我坐飞机去美国. Or 我想坐飞机去. I want to go by plane. 我想坐飞机去. 下一个，这是什么? 这是船. 船. Might recognize that we have a coal here, and maybe you can think along the side of the boat here we've got lots of windows or portholes, so that might give you a clue about the boat. And maybe the smokestack or the double decks of it. Try and think of some way that you can remember the character. 船. For example, 我喜欢坐船. 我喜欢坐船. Nina? 最后一个，这是什么? 这是地铁. 地铁. 地 is the earth. 铁 is like iron. So if you remember pencil, there is a metal radical in it, and so this also has the metal radical in it. And so on the tracks, you've got the iron tracks, and so that's where we get the metal from. So literally the under iron, under metal. For example, 在北京我坐地铁去学校. So as you can see, I am 坐 sitting on the train. I'm not riding the train or the subway. So how do you ask, how do you get to school? 你怎么去学校? 怎么, we've got that question word. 去, to go, 学校, school. To answer, we take out our question word and put in the means of transport we use. For example, 我坐公共汽车去学校. Or what about this one? What verb do we use for this one? 我骑自行车去学校. 我坐汽车去学校. Can you answer this question for yourself? 你怎么去学校? follow-up for this lesson is to log on to Quizlet and test yourself. Do it. Write down any things that you're not so sure about, whether it's about a certain character or how you say something, so that we can discuss them in class. 谢谢，再见。